Said love Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madden. Moving on to our video. Yes, today we're going to let you hear a video. We're not going to show the man's face, although he's all over the internet. But the reason why we're not doing it, because we don't want, at the end of the day, his blood is on our shoulder. But we're just exposing everything that's out there. So you're going to hear this PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization gunman exposes where the rocket launchers are hidden in Jamaica. Names: Danai Williams, Dennis Wetwet, and Mark Gummebeer Golden. And the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, their plan to kill Jamaicans in the name of power, to send this British-born white man to Jamaica House as Prime Minister, a colonizer's son, a man who benefited from slavery. So we have two men up there, Danai Williams, a known violence producer, responsible for, if not hundreds, maybe thousands of Jamaicans. That man is responsible for killing. And then you have a party promoter named Dennis Wetwet, who's a big drug dealer within the criminal underworld. So we're gonna let you listen to this man who's telling you. As the saying say, over here, we don't sugarcoat things for people. Have you ever heard of an old African proverb? If fish come from the bottom of the river and tells you that shark live down there, you better believe him. Why? Because no one knows the path like the fish that swim in them. And in the same way, when a man who live, breathe, and benefit from bloodshed and bloodstained underworld of Jamaica, a man who proudly declare his allegiance to the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Same grew up in a Waterford. And him tell about, we did a video before, tells you what's happening behind closed doors. You better stop, listen, and take him seriously. He is the fish from the bottom of the river. He is the fish from the depths. And the sharks he's warning us about. Their names: Danai Williams, Dennis Wetwet, and the most dangerous of them all, Mark Gummebeer Golden, the foreign-born, power-hungry wolf in British cotton wool. This man, a farmer, gunman, murderer in the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization empire, didn't stutter or speak in riddles. He publicly declared the location of hidden firearms, the safe houses used to shelter fugitives wanted by the US government, and even the chilling presence of rocket launchers in neighborhoods across Jamaica, including my very own birthplace, Jonestown, and Concrete Jungle, Kingston 12. At first, like any law-abiding Jamaicans, I scoffed. Rocket launchers in our communities? That couldn't be real. When I heard that months ago, I was like, no, that can't be real. But I did what any farmer, lawman, any born and bred Kingstonian would do. I checked, I spoke to people, dug a little deeper, and what I heard chilled me to the bone. Residents in hushed tones behind closed doors confirm what I once dismissed as paranoia. We don't say a bam bam or anybody like that from in a jungle. We tell you anything, we never say that. So don't tell lie pan bam bam, we never say that. You understand? Rocket launchers are real, they are here, they are pointed at us, not enemies of the state, but at Jamaican citizens. Let that sink in. What are rocket launchers doing in Kingston 12? We are not talking about 9mm pistols or rusty revolvers. We are talking about weapons of mass destruction, the kind used in warfare to bring down armored vehicles, aircraft and building. Now ask yourself, who imported these weapons? Who has the connections, the network and the political cover to move them into the island without interception? Who has the motive to sow chaos, fear and death across the island? The answer points to a man who has never faced the struggle of being a Jamaican. Mark Gummibear Golden, a British-born white man with zero ancestral roots in Jamaica. A man who lied to get a passport. A man who smiles in parliament while known murderers and gangsters sit in his audience like honored guests. He's not one of us. He's not for us. He is against us. Danai Williams and Dennis Wetwet, the executioners of the agenda. Danai Williams, one of the original dons of political violence, is no stranger to heavy weaponry. His fingerprints are on decades of bloodshed. And Wetwet, he is the boots on the ground, the enforcer who makes sure orders from uptown politicians are carried out in the garrisons. These men are not just criminals, they are instruments of political warfare, carrying out a deadly mission to create fear, dependency and blind loyalty to the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. This isn't just politics anymore. This is treason against the Jamaican people. And we say treason, we attack treason. So Eltham Acres, I used to live in Eltham Park, Eltham Acres is, across from Eltham Park. A safe haven for foreign fugitives. The same man who blew the whistle and the rocket launchers and the guns also exposed a new kind of betrayal. Foreign fugitives being hidden in Eltham Acres, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, sheltered and protected by the same criminal political network. These are individuals wanted in the United States by the United States government, and they find sanctuary in Jamaica under the wings of the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Because to them, criminals are not outcasts, they are constituents. So while Jamaicans can't get justice, can't get safety, can't even get a job, murderers, gun runners and foreign fugitives are being fed, clothed and protected by the very party that claim to care about the poor. So the big belly white man from Britain, make no mistake, Mark Gummibear Golden is not trying to empower Jamaicans. He's trying to conquer Jamaica. Not with policies, not with love, but with bullets and fear. His foot soldiers flood our streets with high-powered weapons. His silence in the face of police killings is not deafening, because he is always on the side of the criminals. So he always make a big deal about police killing. So police are kill innocent youths, and these youths are murderers. 98% of them are from PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization communities, like a virus, an infection that infect the minds of these people living in these communities, in which I am a survivor. I am a survivor, and his presence at political rallies filled with known killers is not an accident, it's a calculated tragedy. Just look at the video of the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization conference last year, September, and you will see it. The stage were packed with killers, known killers, convicted drug dealers. Isaac Buchanan, Vibes Cartel, Courtney Stammer Terror, the head of the Klansman gang, Popcorn, chronic law. You can go on and on. These are not people having a respect for law and order. These are people that flaunt the laws of Jamaica. They hated the police and every law-abiding citizens. When you are telling people that informers are dead, you are talking about patriots, people who witness crimes and are speaking and giving statements to the police, and you call them informers. So you want a society of lawlessness where criminals roam. They don't want to win elections with idea. They want to seize power through fear and death. I call to every law-abiding Jamaicans, this is the time to choose your side. This is not about PMP, LGBTQ plus criminal organization versus JP anymore. This is about life versus death, order versus chaos, Jamaicans versus foreign infiltrators. Do you want your children growing up in a country where rocket launchers are stored 2 streets away? Do you want to live under the rule of a foreign-born liar who has never shed a tear for a Jamaican victim? Or do you want law and order and a future? We cannot let a man with no cultural, ancestral or moral claim to Jamaica lead our nation into civil collapse. We cannot trade our sovereignty for a belly full of lies. We cannot be ruled by guns, gangs and gummy bear golden. The man who spoke has nothing to gain and everything to lose, including his life. He lived amongst the sharks. He swam with them. And now he's warning us. Will we listen or will we drown? If you love Jamaica, reject the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Reject the foreign criminal puppeteer and stand up for your community, your family and your future. Because rocket launchers are not just in Jonestown. They are coming to a community near you. Hot now before Jamaica burns. So we want you to listen to this man who have everything to lose and nothing to gain. And listen to him in his own words. As I tell you, if fish come from the bottom of the river and tell you that shark live down there, believe the fish. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. I will say to you before, always look on your LCD because there's always added information there for you to learn about what is happening in the presentation. You watch, you listen, and you decide.
Grand rising, my people. Today I will reveal the truth again to put all this foolishness to an end. Iubo ambe, iubo ambo, ubuntu. Yes, my people. I see the Gleaner editorial I put out some cartoon about Mark Golding and beat up the National Security Minister Horace Chang with the public opinion. Public opinion is not the truth. Public opinion can be swayed and manipulated. Zin? Now I'm going to tell you the truth. You see Dennis Wet where they make the video about? Analyze them and tell you. See Dan I. Williams where they make the video about? Analyze them and tell. Dan I. Williams and my uncle brother. My uncle named ZELLE Williams. Connected to my mother's side of family we are PNP. Alright then. Me I show you the link, you know. Because my Auntie Cherry and Dennis Wet are good friend. I one Sydney Keta them. Dennis Wet and my stepfather Tyrone Mitchell are good friend. I one Sydney Keta them. You see me? You see the scheme when you Eltham Acres. If the FBI want to find all of who them a look for, where them can't find a New York and certain place, we're involved in the Sydney Keta Eltham Acres. If them want to find a whole heap of top level criminal who sell drugs and import guns, check out the Jamaica Gleaner and every other organization connected to the PNP. I'm sick and tired of you. I swear. You understand? J-Flag is another organization where them batty boy they sell coke and import guns. Me don't tell the police them already if them want to find majority of the PNP gun them go dig down over Pedro Key. Yeah, cause over them I know them used to lock them. It's a link come you'd have done a jungle make me know that, you see me? You understand? So over Pedro Key the gun them lock. You understand? Remember say them find a rocket launcher jungle, you know? With rocket too, you know? That for sure you the PNP them are prepared for start a civil war in Jamaica, you know? You see me? For sure you how them power hungry. You understand? That the sodomite the when you Mark Bowling a talk about say Andrew Holness power hungry. The man for power hungry, I tell you that straight. No slave master picnic can rule but Jamaica like how blood clot Norman Manley come fuck up the country with him batty boy son Michael Manley. That me I tell you. And the whole time the bumbo hold them in a power them a manipulate to no fucking need that and a talk about say Siaga white man. So what the fuck was Michael Manley and Norman Manley? Since Siaga white man, what the fuck was Norman Manley and Michael Manley? And Siaga was not a white man neither. Siaga is a Syrian. Syrian, them are not white people. I'm a fucking idiot and rising my people.
One thing I know for sure, that this man is exposing some things that some people only dream of saying. And I applaud him for being a patriot. This is a man who have everything to lose and nothing to gain. But he's just telling it to the Jamaican people, a man from the street, a man who have been there, done that. And he realized that everything that they had imparted to him as a youth in a Jamaica, in a Waterford, is nothing but corruption and destruction of the minds. And it's all a facade. Because being a gunman, there's nothing honorable about it. Killing your fellow Jamaicans. For what? So, a PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization gunman exposed where the rocket launchers are hidden in Jamaica. Names: Danai Williams, Dennis Wetwet, Mark Gummebeer Golden, and him even call some of my family members Cherry or Waterford. And you know, so Cherry are big, carousing, carabunkers and dirty bunga. Let this sink in. A known gunman tied to the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization publicly boasting about the location of rocket launchers, guns, stashed across Jamaica. Yes, rocket launchers. Not handguns. Not rifles, but weapons of war that have no place in a civilized society, much less on a small island already plagued by bloodshed and corruption. This shocking revelation comes from a man deeply embedded within the underbelly of the Jamaicans criminal network, a self-clearing foot soldier for the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization who has been linked to multiple criminal enterprise including arms trafficking, extortion, political enforcement. And he didn't just make vague claims, he called names, he pointed fingers, he placed blame squarely on the heads of some of the most infamous and controversial figures in Jamaica's modern history. Danai Williams, Dennis Wetwet, and the crown jewel of deception, Mark Gummebeer Golden, the British-born head of the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Let that sink in right there. You understand? This man, I have no reason to disbelieve him. I believe everything that he's saying because he has nothing to gain. And this is a man who's tired of the killings because he realized that we are killing ourselves in the name of what? A big belly white man from England, same thing that Michael Manley brought to Jamaica. And the man, a foreigner, in a 2025 want to lead Jamaica and Jamaican people behind him. So these people that are file, they are dangerous and treacherous. Yeah, so as we continue the journey, I tell you that, so Danai Williams, the old guard of organized mayhem, Danai Kingpin Williams isn't just some street hustler. This is a man whose criminal resume include arms smuggling, narcotics trafficking, and gangland executions. Known to the Jamaican public as a dangerous drug lord, Danai was not just a criminal, he was a PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization asset. Reportedly used as an enforcer during turbulent political times, he was a part of the original machinery that fused guns, politics and votes, using fear as a currency and bullets as ballots. His name being linked to rocket launchers is no surprise, because when it comes to heavy weaponry, Danai was always 2 steps ahead of the law. And when you him, look at the political elites he rubbed shoulders with. Dennis Wetwet, the trigger man with state privilege. Dennis Wetwet has become somewhat of a legend in the criminal underworld, not because of courage, but because of cowardice cloaked in violence. The man has allegedly been behind dozens of murdered, drive-by shootings and political intimidations missions. I want to tell about a youth where him and him nephew them take some money from and the man decided to kill off all of them, but them kill him. A man get deported from America for give him a visa. It is well known in security circles that Wet wasn't just operating with impunity. He's protected, insulated by politicians and corrupt officers who themselves are PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization loyalists. Why would a criminal like Wet know where rocket launchers are stored? Simple. He's a delivery boy for destruction. When a political message needs to be sent loud and bloody, Danai Williams is the man. He doesn't just know where the rocket launchers are, he probably test-fired one for intimidation purposes. That's how deep his connection is to the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal syndicate. Mark gonna be a goal in the British puppet master who had the audacity to claim he is more Jamaican than those born on the island, is the most dangerous of the three. Not because he fires guns, but because he fires policies. This is a man born in Britain who lied to acquire a Jamaican passport and now wants to lead the country he never truly belonged to. Golden ties to criminality are not hidden, they are celebrated by his party. In April 2025, the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization has showed their hand that they are all for the criminals and against the police officers. During the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization conference at the national arena, we saw convicted criminals and known murderers parade like heroes under the PMP LGBTQ plus banner. And Mark was clapping and smiling in approval. This was a man who never once condemned gang violence. Instead, he attacked the police force, sided with criminals, and even defended killers in the media. Yeah, I was seeing a look for Chicken Mac, a 15-year-old murderer who had killed his uncle. I won't say uncle, his aunt, baby father, Crocs. Crocs are labor rights, so them kill Crocs. And then him go look for a killer when bus kill him. So them say a Crocs push off Chicken Mac off of the bus. So when the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization gunman start naming names and exposing locations of military grade weapons, and Mark Golden's name is called, it's not slander, it's confirmation that many of us already knew, that Jamaica is in grave danger of being handed over to a man who sees no wrong in bloodshed, chaos and destruction of law enforcement. So what does this mean for Jamaica? Let's be crystal clear. Rocket launchers are not standard criminal tools. They are instruments of terrorism capable of taking down helicopters, obliterating buildings and mass killing civilians. If these weapons are in the hands of gangs aligned with a political party, then we are facing is not just a crime wave, it's domestic insurgency. We are teetering on the edge of a NATO political dictatorship. This guy is in orange shirt and rainbow flags. While Andrew Wallace and the JLP are pushing education, trade skill and law enforcement reform, the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization is arming thugs, calling them patriots, and our police officers villain. Vilify them. You know the truth. Rocket launchers are in Jamaica, gangsters have them, and they are being protected by political actors like Mark Golden and his cronies. The choice is clear. Vote to protect your life, your children and your community, or sit back, watch as the rocket propelled grenade become the new language of politics. Reject the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization and defend Jamaica before it's too late. This is not fiction, this is your warning, and this is your chance to act. And we tell you that we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel is all about Jamaica. So when a man from deep inside the criminal underworld step forward to reveal the horrifying truth that rocket launchers, assault rifles and foreign fugitives are harbored and protected across Jamaica by the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, we cannot afford to ignore him. He's not spreading rumors, he's sounding the alarm. Danai Williams, Dennis Wet and Mark Golden from an unholy trinity of criminality, corruption and colonial betrayal, weaponizing the communities with military grade arms to destabilize Jamaica in their thirst for power. And let's never forget, Mark Golden is not a Jamaican by blood, by ancestry, or by loyalty. He's a British born imposter, manipulating our pain, our poverty, and our policies for his own gain. Even if it means arming gangs with weapons of war to kill the same people he wants to govern. This is treason, plain and simple. So, to every Jamaican who still believe in the power of right and wrong, of justice over anarchy, this is the moment. This is your moment. Stand up, speak out. Reject the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization and their campaign of fear and destruction. Choose life. Choose Jamaica. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party before it is too late. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.